what was the first like music that you like discovered for yourself that it wasn't because of like anybody else, like that you heard something and you were like, oh yeah, that's my shit, you know, and like nobody like showed you, you like found it by yourself and shit. Does that make sense?
Truly, probably not until I was much older.
Okay, that's fair, man. What like whatever your answer is.
My
Like,
earliest influences were definitely my parents. My stepdad had a lot of like 70s like metal, like Metallica, Led Zeppelin, um, and then like Mariah Carey randomly in there. And then my mom obviously
please
her
not the
music taste.
Christmas.
Yeah, no, I've heard that album. I don't know how many times. That's real shit. So yeah. There was a lot of mixture in that, and then so my first cassettes that I was given was Eminem, Korn, Limp Bizkit, and I think some of those were also on CDs. But those were the first ones that I was like owned, but I didn't necessarily choose. So I listened to them a lot though, because I did.
You were
like
gifted by who is that?
like parents or family members for like holidays or like uncles or something. They'd be like, "Oh, here's an old CD," or like, "Here's a CD," like just have it.
So you got a collection from like people giving you, like
Just people
passing
around
them
me.
off on you,
Yeah.
like, hey, little homie, like you should listen to this.
But I wasn't really allowed to like go out and like just go to stores like on my own because I was a little kid. So it took a long time. It wasn't until I found like electric music like later on in life that I was really like veering away from everyone else and just found something that I was like, this just makes me feel good. It's like a mind massage, some of those deep driving basses really just
EDM.
music therapy. Yeah, when I started finding that kind of stuff, and then that led to like the sound bowls and um, just like abstract, not even abstract, more sounds than like actual songs. And so I did that for a couple of years too. While I was camping out in the woods, I listened to a lot of just like atmospheric sounds, and if anything at all, it was very relaxing.
Right on.
Yeah, that's why getting back into
So
music
like,
now is like
I
a
know, but
fresh
do you remember the
start.
first band that you were like discovered on your own and you were like, this is my shit?
First band.
Or band or like whatever it is, like that you were like, this isn't what everybody else listens to. Like I discovered like, wow, like
Something
this is
I
my
found.
shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's hard to say. I had a lot of friends with a lot of different music tastes growing up. So we moved a lot. And everywhere I moved, the music scene changed and like people's interests changed. Like when I lived out west, there was a lot of dirt bikes, country music, different types of rock and roll. When I went back east, there wasn't really a whole lot of dirt biking because it was pretty like big city, like huge city, like you don't walk to the other side from end to end in a day kind of city.
all right.
Unless you're really like on a mission. But I did it once. It was like a 9-hour walk, and that was stupid, but I enjoyed it. Yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of people have influenced my music over the years.
No, I mean that's given, but like, was there something that you were like, holy shit, this is my shit, like fucking like that it wasn't influenced by that you're hearing it from other people, that you were like discover something on your own and you're like, oh shit, like this is what I like.
Recently, I really enjoyed.
No, not recently, man. Like
early on. Yeah, I don't
like
know.
you can name a couple bands. You ain't gotta choose just one and shit. Just like I was just wondering your like influences, like or your memories of like, you know what I'm saying, like
not necessarily things I had to find myself. So under like in high school days, I had a severe bout with depression, and the emo scene was huge. The screamo scene, right?
All right.
So Under Oath, Alexis on Fire,
I believe it.
Taking Alexandria. What's another one? The fucking Atreyu was big back then. Atreyu was really big where I went to high school.
All right.
With those people, that kind of stuff was awesome. And then it was like all the goth kids started smoking pot, and then we all like hippied out. So then everybody switched to like more Nirvana rock, which led into like Pink Floyd, and a lot of the Doors started coming up. I found all that much later in high school. So before that, it was a lot of like angry music for sure. Just a lot of yelling and
Atreyu. I remember this roommate that I had. He was like a fucking tweaker, and he was like crazy. But he gave me like a bunch of burnt CDs, and like he gave me like Atreyu's whole like fucking discography and shit. Like, I can't honestly say that that I ever made it like through all of it, because it was like one of those like the long CDs where like like you fit like 10 hours on that shit or something. Like, so I had the whole discography, like all the things
on one CD.
Yeah, I know
Insane.
at the time. So like I don't know, like they probably wouldn't fit on this. I don't even know if people do that anymore. But like,
I have no idea.
How in the fuck did you meet me, bro?
So the first time I saw you was like years ago, and that was after a show. But we met briefly. And you just said hi real quick, really. But when we met through, you were down at the house.
So you met me at a show. What was that about?
Your hair was still blonde. It was the Cottonmouth King show. I met you that night afterwards in the parking lot. Of
Which one?
The Count Eva. Yeah, we met that night. I was with Ducky. I don't know if you know.
How long ago was that?
She's like 12 years. I don't know.
Yeah, fuck. Dude, so the first
that was the first time I knew who you were.
No, because we just opened for them like a couple months ago, or like 6 months ago or some shit. We opened for them again. Mm-hmm. So I was wondering if you were like, holy shit, dude!
And then you also had like a rap battle that night too. Like,
we only did we did Tahoe. Is that the one you're talking about?
I don't remember. I just remember your hair was blonde, and you were down in Reno afterwards. I didn't go to the show though. I wasn't.
You didn't go to the Cottonmouth King show?
Not that.
Oh,
one.
I thought you said that's where you met me.
No, I met you after the show. Like you were running around, I think, just going to after party or something. But you'd come through a group of us, and I was like, "Hey, I saw you like getting ready to go on stage." Like,
no, bro, we were in Tahoe that night.
It's possible I was up there. I don't know, but I know I saw you at one of those shows. So,
all right. And then all of a sudden I'm at your house.
Yeah, and then you just show up one day and I was like, wait, you look so familiar.
All right.
Mm-hmm. That's cool though.
Dope, man.
Subscribe to Intoxicated Television!
Cheers. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1.